ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first down throw for Mayfield. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
His pass.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. This is Jackson on the quick throw from Wentz. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches, so as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
To Deshaun Jackson.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
1st down, Eagles.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
12 yards there and a first down.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished second in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to the turnover differential. Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it. On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
That's good.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. Flush to his right. Now Mayfield lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. They'll roll him out right. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Isaiah Rodgers up to make the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5 at the Browns' 14-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Running right through him. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Play fake. Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns get a score closer. And Partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On play action, it's Wentz. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The 35-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Wentz on the draw, leads it for Sanders. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Larry Ogunjobi on the tackle in his 4th year now out of the University of Charlotte. A big part of this young Browns defense.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wentz. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yard pickup. First down, Eagles.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Sanders. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Miles Sanders.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. He may try and run for this. And And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
First and goal.
I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more. This time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Miles Sanders.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Second and goal from the 1. On the ground with a tight end. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Eagles 23, Browns 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protections.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wentz. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off around the 37. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete on the trickeration. Maybe time to put that play on the back burner for a while. That was nearly a disaster.
It's 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On the option, this is Mayfield. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. He's got it, and it's now 23-14.
Makes the score Eagles 23, Browns 14.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Wentz going to throw. Man open. It's Goodwin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout
It's a gain of 8.
as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, it's Wentz. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. On play action, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
And incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
Wentz's pass intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
throwing the interception, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 37. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long distance...
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's good.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield rolling to his right. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. And he stopped immediately there.
Nick Chubb.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The goal line. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Mayfield on play action. He'll buy some time right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll give it to Chubb. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Just shy of the goal line.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And this time he is in. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are back within a score.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
26, Browns 22.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for it, and momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tackle made.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Wentz to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On 3rd down, it's Scott. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Eagles.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. And he slings one that's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Wentz. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
11 yards.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. It can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
For Austin Hooper. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 30.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. Forced out to his left. This is the tight end, Njoku. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 26 yards on the play there, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And we're back now here in Cleveland. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago. And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch it and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Flushed out right. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Down at the 23-yard
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down by
no gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Another run with Sanders. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line.
Sanders, the ball.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporated, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Browns 36. Eagles.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Back at the 22-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Wentz. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
A loss of 8 yards. It's 3rd down.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long. So Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
Another 3 and out.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Credit that break up to Greedy Williams. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
23. Eagles 26.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Rookie Jalen Reagor, the intended target that time. And it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Jackson.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Intercepted. The Browns take over first and 10 at their
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Evan Ingram out of bounds at the 41-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep. This is caught at the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play that time through the air. 41 yards.
Philadelphia. Today's
a big off.